Hi everybody. So today I'd like to teach you some more basic rudiments to incorporate into your improvisation, just to make your playing a little more interesting when you make melodies up, and perhaps also to guide you in ways in which you can actually make melodies up. I mean, by improvisation we mean making it up basically, but of course there are ways of making and ways to go about making it up so that it's not completely random. So if you started from tutorial 1, you'll know that there's a pattern going from the lowest note, the ding, to the highest note. Just like that, alternate hands. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out first. But what you should now try to do is what's called a flam. So what you've been doing at the moment is individual hits on each finger. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. A flam actually in drum kit language actually means 2 hits using both hands and one immediately after the other, so you get this kind of flam sound like this. Classical term for it is an appoggiatura. Basically, the main note, the main hit is your the last hand to make the note, the second note, and the first note is actually just before it. So when I do a flam, you can hear there's 2 hits, and the accented hit is the second hit, which for me is my right hand, but you can do it if you're left-handed with your left hand, like this. And you can do this around the whole handpan. That's called the flam. You don't have to do it with your thumb and the alternate middle finger. You can do it with 2 middle fingers or any 2 fingers, for example. And that might actually be easier, at least to get the coordination sorted to begin with. You can hear you get quite an effective feature there. Because people think, they go from playing 1 note and then they start playing 2 notes, and what I just did there, actually, you can do a flam on 2 separate notes. So it's a way of playing 2 notes quickly at the same time. So yeah, the question is, how do you incorporate that into a melody? So say you're doing individual hits, just a very basic 3-note melody, and then towards the end of the phrase, you want to join it somehow. You see, I used flams there, like that. So you can try that yourself actually. If you see the ding, you see the largest note immediately perpendicular, just opposite, should be facing you, and then pick the next note other than the note next to it on the right, and then play a very basic repetitive melody of ding, low note, and then next note. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we count to 4 because there's 4 beats in a bar. And basically, for the sake of simple time at the moment, we're going to assume there's 4 bars in each phrase. So every phrase needs to be linked together, like in a conversation or music. So 4 of these and towards the end of the fourth one we're going to do what drummers call a fill, but we can just call it connection. And the connection, I'm going to incorporate flams. So first phrase, second phrase, third phrase, 1, and again, second phrase, third phrase, 4, first phrase, second phrase, third phrase, 1, first phrase, second phrase, third phrase. And you don't have to do a completion or a connection or a fill for your fourth phrase. You can just keep going, but naturally to the ear you want to connect the two phrases somehow. So listen to how I just play one phrase with two phrases with no connection. That was two phrases, 8 bars, with no fill, no connection. Now listen to it with a connection, with a fill. Much more interesting, right? So that's the fill and phrases. No, that's the flam, sorry, and phrases. In one of our previous tutorials we learnt, we were doing semiquavers, which you can now throw into the whole connection, the fill as well as the flam. There's something called a flam tap, which is basically an evolution of the flam, which is a flam, and then on the next weaker hand, depending on which one was stronger, you play an individual note. So flam tap, flam tap. And again, it's all for the sake of doing fills and creating melodies, but it's quite an effective feature. See? Semiquavers. Have we done triplets? Now you have. Triplets is are very interesting. Basically, you play 3 notes in one beat. So if your crotchet beat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For every beat, you want to have 3. So your beat is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So make sure you get the pulse in your head first, and then once you've got that in your head, try to incorporate it onto your handpan. And the triplets to begin with can just be on one note, which is probably easiest. So on the fourth beat, I'm doing a triplet. 1, 2, 3. Questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, or any particular requests for a video, please message me. I'm very happy to help you, and keep playing, keep practicing. Good luck.